Hi, I'm Belle. Well, I'm back with Tim McKibben from the Real Estate Institute of New South Wales. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Belle. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. Now, today we are talking about safety issues within a strata scheme. So let's start off with fire safety. Do strata schemes have to comply with fire safety requirements, Tim?
The short answer is yes,
Yep.
and I suppose to follow up from that, there's just no excuses. And in fact, to encourage people to comply with their obligation, there's some substantial fines associated with non-compliance. So everybody should be very, very mindful of that. In New South Wales, under the Environmental Planning and Assessment Act, the owner of a building is required to maintain each essential fire safety measure in the building. Now, without making an exhaustive list, this includes automatic sprinkler systems, smoke detectors and alarms, self-closing fire doors, exit signs, emergency lighting, fire hydrants, fire extinguishers.
Okay, so these are the fire safety measures.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, does the owner's corporation need to have inspections done?
Well, as we said, under the Environmental Planning and Assessment Act, it is the owner of a building. So in the strata scheme, that's the owner. So yet the short answer is yes, they are required to ensure that they are compliant with all of their obligations.
Okay, this is really important stuff.
Most certainly, Belle, and I mean, I don't think we can overstate this. If a building is damaged or if something damaged in the building, sure, we can get a builder in to fix the problems. Even if the building suffers substantial loss, we can get an insurance company to come in and, I suppose, respond to that and get us back to where we are. But if there's a loss of life, then we can't. So this is very, very important. It
is. So what about smoke alarms?
In places where people sleep, there's legislation that requires you to ensure that that their smoke alarms are fitted, and then there's a whole raft of other obligations dealing with the building. But it's a very, very complex area. But I guess in short, if you're the owner or a tenant in a building, in a place where people sleep, where people occupy, there's a whole series of obligations, and that information can be found on the Office of Fair Trading's website and a variety of other places.
Okay.
But a very, very important area.
Okay, Tim. So what about work health and safety, or OH&S as it used to be called?
In addition, the new work health and safety legislation requires the owning corporation to ensure the common property is safe and without risk to health of workers engaged as employees, and undertake ongoing risk management assessment to identify and eliminate, or so far as reasonably practical, minimise those risks.
Okay, so there's really a lot of things to consider then.
Yes, it certainly is, and I suppose we shouldn't be making any apologies for these obligations because we're trying to protect people from injury and loss. So
it's a serious matter, fire safety and...
Certainly it is, and we want to ensure that these people, anybody that lives there and people coming onto the property doesn't incur or suffer any loss or injury.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you for your time, Tim. Lovely to see you again.
You too, Belle. I look forward to next time.
Me too. The world of strata schemes is full of compliance issues, from everything to fire safety, smoke alarms and work health and safety. You should never underestimate just how important these things are. The bottom line is that every strata scheme must comply. There are no excuses. For more information about strata schemes, you can visit the Real Estate Institute of New South Wales at reinsw.com.au or New South Wales Fair Trading at fairtrading.nsw.gov.au.